Oh, you already turned it on?
Yeah.
What's up, family?
Okay, let me just
Family.
we getting this set. We're running a little.
Shit, there's a family affair going on in here tonight.
Okay,
Just a little,
so
just a little late.
It says in there.
There's a family affair going on in here tonight.
Okay,
come on, y'all, turn it on, turn it up.
We are live.
There's a family affair going on in here tonight. There's a family affair going on in here tonight.
All right, y'all. It's been a hectic week.
So you turn it up, turn it on. Come on, leave your place wherever you are and turn on to GNJ.media.
That's right. Oh, we are streaming on GNJ.media.
And we're also
Kwanzaa 365
Space Media.
Space Media.
On YouTube.
Come on YouTube. So Kwanzaa 365 Space Media on YouTube, GNJ.media, and anywhere else you may catch us.
Catch us. That's it. Just catch them up.
Just catch us.
Okay, so
we're looking for all of y'all, everybody, because we're gonna talk about some subjects today that may scare the hell out you, or it just may make you understand a few things.
Right.
All right.
Nah, and I'm hoping that it makes you understand a few.
And I'm hoping that it make you understand a few things too. So stick with us to the end, so you can learn the beginning and the ending. Come on, y'all. Step in.
So let me just say this, y'all. Thanks for joining us on Blunt Talk today. Y'all heard about what's his name? Kwame Brown. I've seen a few things about that. I'm not all the way up on it. I know the brother was upset because what was it? Because Matt Barnes and
on the jump,
on all the smoke.
How about Charlamagne the God?
He was mad about Charlamagne. When Charlamagne said something about him too. So there was a few things that happened with him. I can't see you at all. Hi, Tim.
I'm about to get in. I'm just sending stuff out. Making sure the troops can get us.
The brother came out and pretty much was like, y'all, a lot of y'all be doing the white man's bidding.
Is that what he said?
Yes. He said just that.
And he's a Brown too, right?
Yes, Kwame Brown.
Might be my cousin.
And he pretty much said, we didn't even do an intro real quick. We just jumped into it since we running a little late. But can you hand me my soda over there? Then I'm good.
Good.
So did anybody? He said that Matt Barnes was Becky with the good hair.
Becky.
Yes, Becky with the good hair. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to. Since you don't know,
why you call him Becky? He gay?
No, he ain't gay. But that people talk about Becky with the good hair. That's him right there. I'm about to put something up.
Is that
with him?
He played with the Lakers. Okay, I think you're talking about.
Yeah. Hatim don't know who he is.
I don't know. I'm not a sports dude.
So, and he was talking about how they need to stop doing a bidding for the white man. All they want to do is get on TV and down another black man.
What?
And these white folks, pretty much give them. That's why they have these platforms a lot of the times. It's because they doing bidding for the.
Yeah. What do y'all think about that? Do you think they're giving away platforms to motherfuckers that support? Support this.
Yeah, I think too. But also, Stephen A. Smith today said that he's on a sports show too. He said that Kyrie Irving got on the air and was talking about the Boston, Massachusetts being a racist city, and then Stephen A. Smith was saying that no. I've been to Boston. You know how these niggas won't be acting. I've been to Boston.
I've been to Boston.
And this other nigga named
Perkins.
Perkins.
Because I've been there, I could certify that there's no racism in that city.
Right. And he ain't number 50-something years old.
Yeah, and probably didn't stay there. What? How long did he stay?
But he kind of like live in New York. You know what I'm saying?
He live in New York, but he don't live in Boston.
He don't live in Boston. But he ain't old enough to know about the riots.
So this is
and
Matt
shit
Barnes
that happened.
right here. That's Becky with the good hair. He said
he ain't old enough to know about the riots and shit that happened in motherfucking Boston You see what I'm saying? When motherfucking black folks were turning that motherfucker out, and they were turning black folks out too. You know, he ain't old enough to know that.
So, I mean, what do y'all think about what Kwame Brown had to say regarding black folks doing their bidding for white folks? Can you think of anybody who do the bidding for white folks?
Oh, I mean, there's plenty of them.
There's a
I
lot.
mean,
There's a lot.
There's a lot, but it's like it's kind of hard. Let me say this: we can call some out directly, but there's the most dangerous ones for us are the ones that operate unconsciously. They're just I'm doing what I want to, because we can look at a lot of musicians rather than sports talking about sports shows. We can look at a lot of these musicians and
right, LB Becky with the good hair.
You know what I'm saying? We can look at a lot of these musicians doing the bidding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen to some of these songs.
So what would you call a musician doing the bidding for the white man?
I mean, like anything that's glorifying the lifestyle that pulls away from building within our community. That's me personally.
So is Kevin Samuels doing bidding for the white man?
Oh, in some ways, yes. In some ways, yes.
I agree.
You ain't
Right.
gonna be
So
on,
but come on. How about
you ain't gonna have no national voice.
Hold on.
You ain't gonna have no national voice if you
since
don't
you here
do the
below
bidding.
the
Hold
belt.
on. Go ahead. What you say, Mama
I
Lon?
said that you're not gonna have no national voice if you're not doing some bidding for him, because he ain't gonna let you on, totally dogging the stuff that he's promoting. You see what I'm saying?
True.
Not totally. He may let you get away with some other shit, but you ain't gonna totally disrespect white folks, and you're gonna stay at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. What was you saying?
I'm looking for one of your favorite YouTubers that I can pull up that's doing the bidding of the white man.
Well, I like to.
Corey Holcomb. Does Corey Holcomb serve the white man?
Oh hell no, because he talks about them motherfuckers like
just
a dog.
because you talk about him don't mean
No, he always
talk.
He is not doing no bidding for the white man. That's why they won't even give him a platform.
He got a platform
in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like
But
he
it
said,
ain't
when they say
yeah.
because they like Corey Holcomb, like they ain't gonna give me one. Fuck a Jew. That's Corey Holcomb
He also
said.
say fuck a bitch. Fuck a black bitch. He said that too.
He say no. He say fuck a bitch, but there are bitches. He's talking about if you identify as a bitch, then he would be addressing you.
I'm just saying.
He would be addressing you, because one thing we need to stop doing is acting like we don't have bitches in the community.
Oh,
Right.
we do.
Okay.
We need to stop
Bitches
acting
in
like
the
that.
black-
Because
There are no bitches in
the
the black
queens
community.
and that kings and queens shit.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying we all are not descendants of kings and queens? How dare you?
We're not,
What?
because they do have common people in ancient times.
No, they
Right.
didn't.
that were not part of that.
No, we
that
were
union.
all.
You see what
We
I'm
all
saying?
descended from kings and queens, and y'all just sitting up here starting shit because y'all
hell
mad.
no shit.
And we need to stop, because every
You
man ain't
doing
a
the bidding of the
king.
white man right now.
Yo, no, I'm gonna say the kings. Everybody ain't a king.
What?
And everybody ain't a queen.
Right.
Stop it.
Because if we were, we'd be acting like it.
Stop it.
Right? Because I
You'll
see
have some of their royalty. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got 1%, motherfucker.
This is why it's hard. This is why it's hard
he
to
just likes
control
to be the
us.
opposite. He just like to be the opposite.
This is why it's hard to control us, because all of us are royalty. So we
Bullshit, man. Them motherfuckers controlling the hell out of us, man.
No,
Hell yeah. Hell
not
yeah.
the black royal man, not the
Shit.
God and goddess of the planet Earth.
No. They got some people may be God and goddesses,
But
but
some may be
all
bitches.
of us.
no, hell
We're
no.
all
Some are
royal.
bitches.
Hell no.
And there
Some
is
are some
no
stone
bitches.
cold
Hell
ignorant
no.
niggas.
Hell no.
You said ignorant niggas?
We got some
There is
ignorant
no
niggas.
ignorant niggas in our community,
What
and
about
there's
that nigga
no.
we talked about last week?
And my black sister, there is no bitch.
He gonna tell the motherfucker about the 6-figure motherfucker.
Yeah, that's Kevin Samuels.
He saying motherfucker.
What? Exactly. All of us could be 6-figure niggas.
But all of us are not.
We could, but we got to work
And there
together.
are no
at this shit.
bitches.
Huh?
We all tens.
We could be, but we ain't. You know,
We're talking reality.
we ain't
The
though.
reality of the
We
matter
got some
is,
motherfuckers
What?
come from
What's
the
real?
poets of the poets, man.
Who?
Some of us
Yeah,
come from
because.
the poets of the poets, man. We ain't gonna never
But we all
Look,
are descended from kings and queens.
bullshit.
Because what you don't believe. You don't believe that
Bullshit.
shit. You don't
Bullshit,
believe that
man.
shit. We gotta
All
quit.
of us.
I'm just telling you what
we
all
got a
of-
sect
I'm
of
just telling
people-
you what the people tell me.
I understand.
Well,
but all
we
of
don't
us
I don't
not.
care what they telling you.
All
we
of us
telling
not.
them now.
All of us ain't. You know what I'm
mean-
saying?
And some of these niggas and some of these bitches
It's bitches.
is gonna have to be left behind.
What?
And when the revolutionary really happened, we're going to kill some of these motherfuckers.
You goddamn right.
Not the kings and the queens.
Hey, shit.
Cause some of these motherfuckers that we talking about is doing not. They doing a lot of bidding
They doing a lot of bidding for motherfucking black folks. Look, you
for
got
white folks.
for white folks.
The
You
most
got-
dangerous is the ones that's doing it unconsciously, though.
No.
Shut up.
They a lot of them
all
do it
that shit
consciously.
consciously. All that shit is
No,
conscious.
I really disagree.
You know what
with that.
motherfucker gonna tell you? Man, I'm trying to shit.
I'm trying to
Provide
get
for
the
my
bag.
family
I'm
or
trying to
whatever
get
the
the
case
bag.
may
I'm trying
be.
to
So they know
So-
they doing it.
You're goddamn right. So I will lock your ass up and throw you up against the motherfucking wall if I work in the jailhouse and all that other kind of damn shit that go with it.
Mm.
Like, and that's still dangerous because you got
That's
black
dangerous, too.
folks in the criminal justice system that does the bidding
They
for
got
white folks.
they got motherfucking lawyers that do business for white folks will send your fucking ass to jail.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You got motherfuckers at the
I'm just
grocery
doing my
store
job.
that's doing
Huh?
the bidding
I'm
for.
just doing my job.
That's all it say.
I'm just.
Because
doing
I
my job.
remember
And
one
give me, for
time.
matter of fact, if I'm gonna do anything else, bring in $2,500 more dollars. That's what them lawyers be saying. Bring in $2,500 more dollars. And you already get a motherfucker $3 million. Shit, you know what I'm saying? On a divorce case that he been holding on for a year.
I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah, well,
yeah, but
they
that's what
do
the
that
fuck
shit.
they do.
They do that shit. So anyway, that's happening in the news this week as well. I can't think of anything else in the news, any current events anybody want to discuss before we start talking about this death thing.
Shoo, you know.
Well, I started the 21-day fast, so
Get
That's
out of here.
news.
Get out of
He don't
here.
eat for 21 days. That's some different shit. He think who Gandhi nigga?
Gandhi was a racist.
I'm
Gandhi
a
was a
god.
racist. Gandhi was a racist as motherfucking self.
He
Yeah.
sure
Gandhi
was.
did not like black people.
He did not.
So all
like-
you motherfuckers on there calling out Gandhi, you better stop doing that shit. Because
If
Gandhi
you black,
did not
especially
like
if you
black people.
because he ain't like no black folks. You know what I'm saying? At all. The untouchables of India
Why you think?
was black, the dark skin.
Why you think King led us into a burning house? He's fucking following Gandhi. Shit, the house is still burning today, 2021. Shit.
Yeah, the house is still burning today.
That's a long burning house now. So how we save this house? Because we ain't got nowhere else to go. I mean, with my fault.
Look. We get out the house and let the fucking house burn.
Where we gonna get out the house? And where we gonna go?
We build our own fucking house.
Where?
Any way you want. Once the house is burnt to the ground, but you can build a house on top of that.
Okay, but I mean,
I'm
it's
just
a
saying.
metaphorical house, and it's burning all around us. So we
That's
really ain't got no place to go outside of unless we leave the
The
country.
revolution.
Well, we got a
Will
lot.
not
We
be
don't have to.
televised.
We don't have to leave physically. All we got to do is come together physically. You see what I'm
Yeah.
How
saying?
many?
It makes it, huh?
How many of us?
But whoever want to join,
How many? I mean, let's.
whoever wants to join.
What's the magic number so that we know that we're making progress? Like, for example, Columbus, we know we got maybe
Man, Columbus.
how many? Okay, hold on. Okay, Siri. Ask Siri how many black people in Columbus.
Nigga,
13%. You got about 700,000.
13% of the population is
Yeah.
African American
Here
in the United States.
No, I'm talking about Columbus.
I don't know, motherfucker.
That's why I asked you to ask Siri.
Hey Siri,
You see this shit? See what I did with it?
how many black people are in Columbus, Ohio?
Oh, that bitch don't know. Let me ask somebody that really know. Google.
Shit. She said she owned it. That's my girl, Siri. Fuck.
Well, goddamn, she threw charts up. All right, Google, you better not let this bitch outdo you. Hold on. Okay, Google, how many black people in Columbus, Ohio?
Here it is. It says
700,000.
240.
These came back from a search.
Hey, Google.
240 million.
Well,
they
How
ain't got
Siri
but 3
gonna
million.
come up
They
with
ain't got
charts
about.
and shit? You
240,000?
better get your
Yeah,
shit
240,000.
together.
You got 240,000 black
Columbus,
people.
Ohio has 240,000
40,000
black people.
live here.
200.
And
so,
you can't even get 500
but hold on,
motherfuckers
cool.
to even
But
come
now,
to
hold on.
a
The
motherfucking
magic number for us to really start making a difference in Columbus will be what? Since there's 240,000, what would be the magic number? The number,
I
because there's a
think we
critical
can make
mass.
a
divided by
difference.
2. Divided
Half.
by 2.
100? You saying 100? You think it? You honestly think
I
it would
think
take
we
about
can do it.
120,000?
120,000?
You asked me. I'm
You
asking.
I'm
tell
asking.
him, nigga. He
120,000.
tell him.
100,000.
120,000.
Oh, nigga, you doomed. We
We
doomed.
doomed for that because we're gonna have to have it. I say about if we have
doomed.
50.
50?
50,000, we could really make some moves. If we have 50,000 people on the
120,000,
same page.
we could make some fucking
See,
moves.
this is part of the issue. This is part of the issue with us. You're going for numbers that are too big.
What?
That number's too big.
What you ask?
I'm just saying, but
If we can't get half of the, if we
You
can't get half, if we can't
you
get
can't
half,
get, you know you can't get half.
if we can't get half of the
You
culture,
know you can't get
if
half.
we can't get half of the
That's
culture,
not half of our culture.
look.
It's 240,000 black people. It's not 240,000 people involved in our
But,
culture.
okay, let me ask. Go ahead.
But there need to be. But there
No,
needs
they
to
don't.
be.
No, they
It
don't.
could be a
You can't-
stubborn
you can't-
minority.
You can't
Tell
just.
them again.
You
It
can't
could be a
just.
stubborn
You
minority.
can't just. You can't just.
You can't.
Throw black folks away.
You just said someone was gonna have to die. You just said that.
I said that.
You
but
just
I said that because some of them will, but it may not be the 120,000. You know, it
Okay,
may
this
be
is the
it may be
thing.
it may be part of the whole.
What do you think? Do you think certain religions
oh shit.
are part that stop people from uniting?
Hell yeah.
How
Yeah.
so? Give me an example
All right,
of a
cool.
religion and what it's doing to keep us
All right,
divided.
all right. First off, you like, for example, in certain segments of Christianity, you will have it's really all religions. We ain't even got to keep the Christianity. If you do not believe like I believe, I can't fuck with you at all. As a matter of fact, you're not even part
It's
of my
very
family anymore.
divisive.
I don't talk to you. And then a majority of my resources and majority of my time is going to praising an invisible being that is supposed to be coming back to get me. So, and it's the same.
So how does that stop you from uniting us? Because the part that stops you, you're saying, is that because I'm a Christian,
I can't fuck with you.
I can't fuck with you because you're not a Christian.
Right. And
if you don't believe in Jesus Christ as being
Don't
the
make a difference.
Savior, then
Right.
I
Or
can't.
Allah.
I can't.
Okay,
unite
I can't
with
get
you.
Or
with you.
Allah, a Christian, or whoever.
I can't fuck
know
with
what
you.
I'm saying? Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
That's the
I
biggest-
go to a place of worship where my major worship is about something that's not necessarily here, it's somewhere else, and all of the money and all of my resources and all of my time is going to this place that is supposedly preparing us for some mythic event rather than being able to deal with right now. You know what I'm saying? So it allows people to some religions let's put this, some religions play on fantasies and shit. But go ahead.
Yeah, some do. I know. I do see people in the nation more action, but I do see the separation. But I do see them having more action-based things instead of I'm just going to sit back and Jesus leave it in God's hands. You know, that whole thing and the whole thing, well, the Lord will make a way or it wasn't meant to be. And these types of things that people say who follow particular religions are some of the things that hold us back.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So
Western religion is far different from Eastern religion. Eastern religion deal with you and deal with you. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Western religion deal with some shit that's way out there, and you need to be bringing that motherfucking shit in. You know what I'm saying?
But I think both of them can be a roadblock to us actually organizing because really none of them really deal with our liberation. And I think one of the reasons that the nation has been as effective as it has is because it's a liberation theology based on it comes up out of our struggle. Even when you listen to the myths, people are like, listen to the myths and they laugh and shit and it's funny, you know what I'm saying? But the myths help them identify who they are and identify who they are in our struggle rather than in some shit totally disconnected because Buddha is not connected to. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But there's different sects of Buddhism.
Just like different sects of Christianity.
Yeah, but it's
people
different.
say Buddha was people say Buddha was
African. Yeah.
He was African.
So, I mean, but then but stop. But the same thing it can be said about Jesus.
Well.
But does it serve us right now?
But Buddha was real. But okay.
But see, what we have allowed to happen is that we have allowed the preachers. You know, we got to blame. You got to put them blame on their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we have allowed the preachers to formulate in his mind what Jesus is, what Jesus could do, and if you don't do it like this here, then you're going to hell. You know what I'm saying?
But
he has done that in his mind. In his mind, you know, just like for example, you will formulate a religion right here.
that's right. Now,
Right, for sure.
but that's the issue. That's the issue. You can formulate. See, because what you
And you'll have
described,
followers, and you will have followers, man.
what you described is basically the formation of a culture. Certain things that you do and certain things that you don't. But the problem for us is that if it is not connected to our liberation, if it's not
Somebody
connected
just
to
come
us,
on the phone.
no,
The phone?
I didn't know.
No,
Oh, okay. I heard
Oh,
the
hold
phone
on.
line. Yeah. I heard
Maybe
the phone
somebody
line.
on the line.
Yeah.
What's up? Let's
You
check
know
and see
what's
what.
up?
Who is this? It's who is this? CeeLo?
You know.
Don't you be calling and harassing nobody. How you
So-
doing?
I gotta unplug that. Oh, I think we could.
I'm gonna say this about that.
Okay.
turn that shit up.
Hold on, we need to turn you up, CeeLo. And
What's
plus,
up?
I need to check and see if we can hear you.
Let me make sure we can hear you on.
I'm gonna step out. You gonna turn on TV? Okay.
Hold on, Kristen. We're gonna make sure we can hear you.
Check 1, check 2, check 1, check 2.
'Cause we don't want
Go ahead,
clowns.
repeat.
Huh.
Okay. To what Alumala was saying.
Okay.
The pictures were put
Check 1, check 2,
in place
check 1, check 2. Go ahead, repeat.
when they displaced our God. They
Can't hear.
displaced our people.
Okay.
You change the God of a people, you change the people. Why is it that the state?
Hold on, Christine. Hold on. I think.
Tell me to keep talking.
Wait a minute. She's not on there. So how Tim's gonna try to fix it? Hold
Why
on.
is it that the state?
Hold on, Christine. You can hear her now, can't you?
Start all over.
Tell her to keep talking.
Wait a minute. She's not. Go ahead. Keep talking, Christine. Go ahead.
Why is it that you think the state licenses ministers? When your minister receives an ordination, go to the Secretary of State's website. The state actually regulates that. Why is it that they need to know who is licensed to preach the gospel, quote unquote, or the word of God, or whatever? You know, it goes back to the very beginning when Christianity was initially input by hope into the Africa.
Right. Can you hear?
And all of the religions after it that stole from ancient kings, they all have some foundation in
Her
some
mic is
stories
on.
they
Her
ripped
mic
off
is
from
on.
ancient kings.
Real talk audio. Output.
I don't think that any
Yeah,
God
that's cool.
that doesn't serve you shouldn't be your God.
Right.
Why is it that your God?
Can y'all hear her? Can you let us know if you can hear the caller, please? Sorry, Christine. Go ahead.
why
They said we
should
can
your
hear her.
God-
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Why should your God be directing you to do things that are harmful?
Say that again. I can't say that again. Why can your God what?
Possess you to do things.
Why should your God be telling you to do things that are harmful to you?
Right.
Slaves obey your master for his good unto the Lord.
Yeah.
Love those that despitefully use you. Not just use you, despitefully use you. Turn the other cheek.
Yeah, because those are things that keep us like to turn the other cheek. That's some real docile
But
type shit.
And it's
now,
you are supposed to
but hold on, Christine.
God.
Christine, how do we deal with that? Because we know that religion serves an important aspect of our lives. How do we fix that?
Religion?
Yes, it does.
We have no religion or spirituality.
See, now, all right, cool. Let's play with the words. Let's say spirituality. How do you fix this?
Because I believe that we are spiritual. I believe we are spiritual beings.
But can we get free? Can we get free if everybody got their own spiritual belief?
Everybody should have their own spiritual belief.
Well, I defy you.
Again,
I defy you to find any group of people that's ruling or that's even free where there is multiple religious or multiple spiritual shit going on?
Well, we know one thing, that Christianity, has something going on with black people. When ain't but one motherfucker, in the whole damn circle is getting all the money, and the rest of the people is the ones that giving and ain't getting nothing.
But now I will argue with you on that point too, because there's a circle of motherfuckers that's getting the money.
No, it ain't.
Okay, cool. I'm just saying. All right, cool. I don't know when the last time you've been to the church, but there's multiple people that's getting paid in a lot of these big churches. Now, hold on.
Like who?
Man, come on. Now, listen.
I'm just saying.
All right, cool. Now,
when
listen.
we talk about,
listen, if we're gonna talk, let me talk.
Yeah.
You asked the question. I'm gonna ask.
Yeah,
answer that motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
So at the place I work, we got about 60 employees. We bought the land off a black church that we got on. You see how big it is.
We got that.
Now, in the church, they got 70 employees. And on top of that, they own all the departments in the back. See, and this is well, hold on, time out. And this is my issue with what we call our culture. We'll sit up here and we'll look at people and say they ain't doing shit, but they got more than us.
He didn't say they wasn't doing shit.
You didn't
He
answer.
said
I said that.
You just went up. You played a game. He said that the money, that there's a person who gets like most of the money, just like they have employees in people's places of employment. They may have employees, but the CEOs of companies make 3 to 5 times that of their employees. And that's what the Zumala is talking about. There's a lot wrong with that.
There's a lot wrong with it when we all look.
When we all what?
When we all are giving. And
why are you giving?
Wait, hold up. Don't ask why I'm giving. Don't ask why I'm giving yet, because that's not the question yet.
We'll get to it.
When we are all when we are all giving,
he taking the red ride.
Yeah. Get there. When we are all giving, and we are giving every week, and some people are giving more.
Right, a lot more.
And the only person that is getting rich off of all of this free giving is one person. Now, he may hire a whole bunch of people, but they ain't making more than he making. And they ain't making more. Wait. And they ain't if he married, they ain't making more than his wife, because she being trained to be an ordained minister too. And then they ain't making more than their children, if their children are associated with that fellowship, with that organization, because one of those boys, if they are, or girls, if they are, going to be assistant ministers. So they're gonna and they're gonna
are they hogging the
and they're gonna automatically fall in line. They're gonna automatically fall in line, and honestly, it shouldn't even be none of that. It shouldn't even be any of that.
Who is it? Oh, my son must have. I'm sorry.
It shouldn't be any of that. You know what I'm saying? Because religion. Look, even in some of these churches out here, if you're not giving tithes or paying tithes to your membership, they'll tell you that you can't bring that body into the church.
Wait, hold on. Now, stop.
I am stopping.
Listen,
I didn't say what I need to say.
All right, you say what you need to say. So now, what's wrong with that?
A whole bunch wrong with it.
Tell me. Explain.
But number one, see, when I was growing up, that the churches.
Question, and nigga,
I'm telling
you the question.
Look. A whole bunch is wrong with it.
Go ahead.
Because you can't. In other words, if we go to the same church, you ain't gonna never be the head motherfucker at that church. I'm gonna fuck up you die going there. You ain't gonna never be the head motherfucker like in other words, like Pastor Clark. You think you're gonna be able to, when he died, you think that one of these little penny ass ministers gonna move him out if his wife already an ordained minister? Hell no, she gonna take his place.
So what you are what you're defining is if we go, wait, hold on. If we define and we go back into our culture, you have chieftaincy and you have pharaohship. So what you defined was basically some shit that was going on in back in day with us, right? And even in some villages right now. That's the shit you just described. And then on top of that, you did the proper description when you said that it was like being a CEO.
I ain't got no problem with.
Nah.
I don't have no look. One thing I don't have no problem with. I don't have no problem with you being part of the kingship in Africa. No, I don't. But I can start my own goddamn tribe.
Exactly. So why don't you?
But it's not done correctly when it comes down to.
Wait. You saying you looking at
He's
somebody else?
saying
You pointing at somebody else's shit saying it's not done directly. Where your shit at? We got to do our own shit.
Look.
You can't point at somebody and be like, they ain't doing it right.
Look.
Yeah,
Not when it comes down to. Not when it comes down to you putting the guilt on me about my religion.
Nigga, hold on.
You ain't gonna go to hell.
You go now. Hold on. That is the rules of what they're working.
That's not right.
Wait, hold on. That's the rules of what they're working.
That's not right.
No, wait, hold on. Time out. You're looking at somebody else's hustle and you're hating.
No, I ain't. I don't go to none of
You
them.
hate.
I
You
don't go
hate.
to
Now
none of
look, that's shame on you. Where
don't-
your priesthood?
Look.
Nigga, set up your
So you
own fair
don't think
shit.
they don't hold that? They distribute the wealth? That's the question.
Now let's check this out. So, for example, you brought up. Let's just say this. I know so I ain't gonna say several places, but I know of several churches who have been involved in making sure that I've been able to do things with some of the young people. I know several churches that's been, in a sense, helping young people go to college. I know several churches that have buildings like a place like this where they have old elders living in them and members of the church living in them. I know places that employ people and pay them livable wages, not just livable wages, but they living damn good. Mm-hmm. Now, what I'm saying is, rather than looking at theirs, because this is what I'm saying, we might be coming from the wrong angle. Rather than looking at what they got and being like, they ain't doing it right, where the fuck is ours at?
Because they're using our goddamn people, man.
Oh my God. If they're not with you, they're not your people.
Look. But you know what though? If you got the mass of the people brainwashed behind some bullshit that's not true, and they've been going there for 40 years, guess what?
So Heru true?
Let me just say this here.
Obatala true?
Let me say this here.
Yemaya true?
Let me say this here.
Say it.
Let me say this here. But nobody out here practicing that. I mean, to the point where that you got 8,000 members.
So if there was, now hold on. Ron Nefer, our man, when he came to Ohio State to speak to us when I was young, bragged about the millions that he was making and used that to say, look, this is how I make sure my children stay in line, because if they act out of hand, I cut them out the wheel. We got plenty. Listen.
Okay.
Matter of fact, John Henry Clark was mad at Minister Farrakhan until the day he died because he felt he was making too much goddamn money.
Right.
So come on, man.
I'm saying, look. I'm not. Look. I'm not saying that anything is right or wrong to the point where that it can't be corrected. All of this shit could be corrected. But what you can't do is that you can't force feed nobody about they're going to jail. I mean,
okay, well, listen, Crown Taj just said, I agree. It definitely sounds like shade or hating. That's what our culture taught us, to hate instead of create.
See,
okay, so Christine.
She
We have to call her. She been
patient as hell. Hey, let's give Christine a round of applause. She usually come on this motherfucker like a.
Well, even if they do have the monetary means to uphold some of them, because what we don't want to do is get into this lumping of that is the poster child for churches, because it's not. Because you have a lot of churches that are not operating on the mega church level. And a lot of them churches that aren't marking on, well, operating on the mega church level, motherfucker. The pastor he don't hire shit. That motherfucker he come into the motherfucking church cleaner than a motherfucking board of health. He got on a Versace suit, nigga. He driving a goddamn Cadillac, and his parishioners' lights is out at the crib.
And they the one
But
party
then,
for
hold on.
And they bought the shit for the nigga.
But then
you can't even go to the motherfucker and be like, can you pay my electric bill, Pastor? I'm struggling. And Pastor, you can't even ask. They won't even go ask. You know, that's the brainwashing of it. Because it's like they put these pastors a lot of time on this pedestal, like this motherfucker it's a pimp and hoe relationship. It's a pimp and hoe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they Bishop Magic Don Juan and all the other motherfucking pimps. Bitch, you give me the money and I dare you, bitch, to ask me for something. I dare. Now I'll give you some shit when I feel like giving you some shit. But bitch, you better not ask me for a motherfucking thing. And that's just how it be. It's not all, but a lot of these churches that are not mega churches, they really be like, look, I am not, don't ask me for shit. The motherfucking play to go around 5, 6, 7 times. You know, I mean, I went to a church that was a mega church. I think they're not any longer, but they had a clear box on the stage that you could put. Anybody want to come donate money, right? And then it became a competition because they could see how much money a motherfucker was dropping in the clear,
because it's a business,
motherfucking box. You goddamn right, it's a business, but they don't.
But be clear about that. You don't get mad when you really look at it and understand that it's a business.
But you can't be.
Wait, what do you mean?
Selling dope is a business.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you can't.
Hold on.
The point of the business.
Now, the point of the business is to sell you a dream. Now, we all know this. So my question is, all right, cool. We know that people are hungry for shit. We all conscious, we all cultural. What are we feeding the people that make them want to come and will make them want to be able to donate so we can do all the shit that we saying that the churches ain't doing? Because I'm telling you this right now. Can't a motherfucker come to me and talk to me about electric bill? Gianni, we already got a rule about that. If it's a recurring fee, we can't help you. If something pop up, you know what I'm saying, we can help as a group. But I'm not paying no goddamn bills. So now going back to my original question. Oh, hold on. I thought 13 would be enough. Must have at least. I could work with 100. I think 100 people. I think 100 people in Columbus would be enough to get some major shit popping off.
It might be. It might be.
It may be, but I doubt it.
You want 100,000.
Right.
You and you want to be the pastor.
No,
See,
I don't want. I don't need to be the pastor.
What you want to be?
Well, I don't need to be shit. But
No. See,
but all I need to know.
well, but this is the issue. This is the
Don't need to
issue.
be shit.
He don't need to be shit, but you want to know everything that's going on. If you ain't shit, please realize you ain't gonna know what the fuck going on.
Look. What I do know is this here.
He's a goddamn hater.
What I do know is this here.
What you know?
Is that they do probably look. I was talking to a lady one time, and I said, "Well, you know, she was the older lady, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Well, I can come by, you know, Sunday after church," and it almost like I insulted her because she said that. I said, "I just thought maybe that you went to church." She said, "No, I don't." You know what I'm saying? You know, so 100 people is a small amount of anything that, you know, that it's a small amount of anything when you got thousands of people out here that's looking at life the same way.
No, see, but they're not looking at life the way that you're talking about. They're looking at. Well, hold on.
How can you say that?
Well, because you just got done arguing about a mega church, nigga. That's how I can say that.
Look. Mega churches belong to
who?
Belong to people who go to them.
Exactly. So if they go to them, that means they belong to them, right?
So if you got 8,000 people that belong to Timothy Clark Church, and I said that I'm looking at 120,000 people. Now he got 8,000. You see what I'm saying? He still ain't. We talking about 700. We talking about 700,000 people, and you talking about 100 people? Man, get out of here.
Well, I mean, I think.
See, but I think you totally looking at.
But the church can still be a divisive thing.
Very, like right now.
in our community. Because it's almost like, you know, it's to me, it's become more like gangs. You
I've
know,
always been gangs.
well, okay, great.
Well,
So go ahead, sis.
well, the thing is, a lot of these churches
We said on the churches.
have become, they really are businesses. A lot of these churches now, before you can join them, you have to apply, put in an application, and you have to include copies of your tax returns, so that they can verify that they are getting 10% of your income, and most of them want 10% of the gross, not the net. And if you don't, they'll actually either put you out to church. They'll first approach you and ask you for the money, and basically you will be disavowed or removed from the fellowship because you're not providing money.
So you to come as you are.
Don't mean come as you are.
Don't mean come as you are with your W-2 forms and your 10%.
Yeah.
Well, but nowhere were people required, nowhere in the Bible. The 10% that's mentioned in the Bible is for the priest, not for the people.
No, I think you got that mixed up, sis.
And
I think you got that mixed up.
Good.
no, it really wasn't for the people. And the thing is, the matter is this: if the churches are doing something, I'm okay with them getting money and doing something.
Right.
But when you're looking at these churches and all they're doing is the people at the very top echelons of the organization are doing nothing but living very lavish lifestyle.
Sweet Daddy Grace style. Shit.
I mean, opulent. They got private jet, plural, not jet, plural, mansions. I mean, multi-million-dollar estates that they live in. But okay, so what are they doing for the people? If they are
I'm talking
doing
about.
something for the people,
They praying
like the
for 'em.
Vineyard Church. The Vineyard Church has a lot of things that they do for the community. They have a health
They do.
They have a legal clinic. They have, programs for the community. They have
I almost joined the Vineyard and I ain't even a Christian. I'm like, I need to take advantage of some of this
They
shit.
got a whole lot of shit.
But that's White Rain, though, right?
Yeah, well then also you got the First Church. They got a lot of shit going on over there.
I know, but isn't that White Rain?
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
See,
If I can see something that they're doing in the community, I don't have as much of a problem with it. But when I'm just looking at, them living like them, basically, because it's not like them, they are them. Because
Right.
you work, and you give them your money.
but isn't it sort of like a cigarette company or a car company?
No.
What's the
No,
difference?
listen,
They got a product. They selling a product.
And you getting the product.
You get a product.
Yeah.
So shouldn't you pay for the product? And then on top of
What
that,
product are you getting from the church?
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
You
She's
getting
talking. You're talking
salvation.
over.
Shit, they
you
get,
get salvation.
how man gonna give you salvation, man?
You can't prove that they're not.
How man gonna give
You ain't
salvation?
even got no competition for them.
Yes, I do.
But the Bible doesn't teach that you reach salvation through monetary thing. Matter of fact, the Bible says you
I
got
don't
a
even
better.
read my Bible. I just
Well,
want
I
to go
know
feel
you
good.
don't, but I'm
I
about to
want
tell
to
you.
go. I want to go
I'm
feel
about
good
to
on
tell you
Sunday.
what it say though, because you want to talk about the
All right.
rules and confinements of the religion a few
You
minutes
going by the
ago.
Bible? How you know they go by the Bible?
Because Christianity is based on you. First of all, you contradicted yourself because earlier you
Go ahead.
said that where they're operating under the rules of their religion. Well, where do you think they got the rules of their religion from?
Well, you tell me.
You tell
because
me,
we got
nigga.
Baptists, we got
They all
Catholic, we got
use the
Catholic,
Bible,
we got
though.
Apostolic,
They
we
use the Bible.
got Lutherans, we got a
They
whole
use
bunch
the
of them, and
Bible.
all those have different rules that they follow. So
They
now,
still have
and
the
they have
Bible.
different pieces that they focus on in these books. So now, my question
They still
is,
have the Bible.
I'm just like, yo,
still had a Bible.
I think we're arguing and discussing the wrong part of it. How do we organize enough people to get some shit done rather than pointing at somebody else and being like, they
Well, I'm
hands
gonna tell
full,
you how.
mine is empty.
No, that's not even what. That wasn't even the point that was being made. You just talked.
But that's basically the point. Stop being a goddamn hater.
So So if ain't nobody doing no hating, okay. So if ain't nobody doing no hating, and you saying that there's Jayami Journey out here, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, what are you doing to attract more people, like people, you know, to your organization, you know, that they can be well equipped, because you're gonna need some money somewhere, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So why don't
Like, we need
why don't we?
$5,000 right
This
now.
is the thing.
Yeah,
We don't have Giame. Go ahead.
I don't really necessarily have a problem with what they're doing on a very limited level. What I'm saying is when it is presented in that those people are of some higher spiritual standing than you are. You know, you ever had those people come to you and say, "Well, the Lord told me to tell you."
Right.
Oh my God, that kills me.
Right.
You know
And then he
what?
call you long distance.
The Lord spoke to me.
Yeah.
The Lord, I had one of my friends tell me one time that was all extra crispy Christian, and I was a Christian then
You
too.
call him
And
Christian.
she told me the Lord, so we went to the bookstore on our lunch break, and she told me that the Lord told her to buy my son these Christian books that was in the bookstore. Now, nigga, all the money I had in my pocket was for my goddamn electric bill. That's all I motherfucking had. And guess what? I wasn't gonna spend it on no goddamn
Oh,
Christian
yeah,
books.
little fat.
Goddamn right. That's why I ain't a Christian today. So I didn't spend the shit. And she got mad, told me I wasn't being Christian, lied.
Right.
Because the Lord told her to tell me to buy them books.
And
for
you were
my
supposed to
son.
buy the book because God called her long distance. God paid that money to talk to her to get the message to you. And what you do with it.
The average person I know who has been affiliated with, you know, the works of Christianity for at least, when you talk about 10 years or longer, when you get ready to transition from Christianity to leaving that shit alone, you feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you questioning yourself whether or not you're doing the right thing or not. And this is the shit that they do. This is the psychological
You mean
stuff
they make
that
you
they
feel
do.
guilty about leaving Christianity? What do you mean?
No, they don't make you feel guilty about it. You feel guilty about it.
Right.
Well,
You feel guilty
right.
about it because you questioning, like,
You're
Lord,
leaving your culture.
Lord, you know,
You're
am I
leaving your
supposed to
culture.
do this here? You know,
You're
I ain't
leaving your
supposed to do
culture.
it. That's what happens
See,
to most people
see,
who
but
are
when they
affiliated in
You're
that shit.
You're
You know what
leaving
I'm
your
saying?
culture. You're supposed to feel fun. That is culture. That is the
But-
closest thing that we have to a culture right now.
I understand.
So now when I
but
leave
it- but
that
it built-
and I say I'm looking for something different, I'm supposed to feel funny.
But it's built differently.
How?
It's built with guilt in it. It's built with
For sure.
guilt in it. Christianity is built with a lot of guilt in it, man. More guilt than you even imagine.
So they selling guilt too.
You're damn right.
That's
they're
part of
selling
the
guilt.
pocket. That's part of the package.
Well, that's not no.
That's part of the
That's
package.
part of their package,
It's part
but
of
it's
the
not
package,
part
yeah.
of the package.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's part of their
Last time you
package.
read the
It's part of
That's
their
part of their
package,
package.
but it
Y'all
shouldn't
playing
be part
semantic
of
game
your
here.
package.
Stop.
Have
Right.
you read the book? Well, go ahead. I'm just saying.
Yes.
There's
Look,
a lot
look.
of guilt in that motherfucker.
Look,
There's a lot
look.
of guilt in that motherfucker. Especially
It
about
is,
leaving.
and he said that. Y'all just said the same shit.
Look. I used to be an ordained deacon, you know, in the Seventh-day Adventist faith. You know what I'm saying? And you know what they used to do? They had your ass like, you know, on Saturday, on Fridays, they start you
What's the
off.
technical difficulties we have in Freedom?
She probably trying to come on and do the show, so she might not
Oh,
be.
okay.
Oh, make sure she the link because we are doing the show on the regular. She probably trying to get on the old link, so we need to send you a new link. Freedom. If you have problems with the link, it's not you, it's us. We need to send you the new link. Because the last couple of times, remember, we was going on to the show. The show was already up. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, this show's almost over. God damn.
we ain't even get to
Listen,
that.
we didn't get the death part, but listen here. That Christianity shit, let me tell you something. The religion period,
There you go.
drop religion like it's hot. That's what I'd say. But I feel like Malcolm. If you can live your religion at the motherfucking door and realize that the motherfucker who got their boot on our neck, for lack of a better term, is the same enemy we all have, we should be able to take our religion and throw it out to the side and come together on that. However, some people's religion won't allow you to do that because one, it tells you don't congregate or come out from among them and be ye separate. That's what the scripture says. And that means be separate from them niggas over there because they don't believe in Jesus. And so you ain't even supposed to be, I'm sorry, well, I don't know the Quran, so I can't speak on what it's saying in the Quran. I can
most of them deal with separation.
So, and then, also like Christine had mentioned, the whole thing about, obey your master, etc., etc. Now, a lot of Christians will say they don't buy into that. However, it does have to turn the other cheek aspect that we're dealing with. And we are dealing with turning the other cheek. And what is it? Love thy neighbor or their enemy. Love thy neighbor but your enemy, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We can't be loving our fucking enemy. We cannot do that. And I could care less about all the motherfucking money that you be making if you pushing an agenda for me to come out here and let these motherfuckers whoop my ass and I'm supposed to come back and just be like, okay, cool. I ain't gonna do it because God don't want me to do no shit like that. But if a motherfucker doing you like this, and you just taking it, that's not good. Now, I understand that we are not as equipped as far as weaponry, especially back here and back then, to fight. But one thing, I watched the shit on the news the other day, and they were bombing in Israel, was it? Where is it? And I seen Palestine, and I seen some, I'm thinking were Muslim Palestinians, and guess what they was out there with, nigga?
Bottles.
Slingshots.
Yes.
They are like by any means necessary type motherfuckers.
But they were fighting.
And they were fighting.
They were fighting.
They don't care.
And they don't care about that.
They're gonna know.
That's right. As long as you ain't
and I'm okay.
And I'm okay with that. As long as you don't care about dying, you should keep on fighting.
They are in a situation
you just keep on fighting.
They are in a situation where death is sitting right in front of their motherfucking face.
You got it right.
Not one at a time. I'm dropping bombs on you.
And
they ain't got no choice. So for to compare our situation to them, no, we don't.
Us too.
No, we don't. Me and you can get in our car right now and go across town and not even see a motherfucking police officer or see somebody.
I ain't talking about that level. I ain't talking about.
That's the level they at. They at a level where they dropping bombs. So to be like, so for us to be like,
I think his
no way you go. You get treated like white people. We don't even get treated like the poorest white people.
We still aren't fighting back. And
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We don't get treated like white. Black people don't get treated like white people in America. I don't give a fuck how much money you got.
Now
you get the richest motherfucking white man, the richest black man, and them motherfuckers. He's still bowing to that motherfucker.
We gonna have to close it out. We frozen this shit.
Yeah, we did mention Palestine and shit, so that might have. There you go. There you go. But yeah, so we ain't even get to talk about heaven or hell.
We'll just do a quick little talk on that. The thing about it is this.
We're gonna talk about that next week.
We're gonna do a brief talk on it, but the next week we're gonna follow up. But this is something for y'all to put on your biscuit in the meantime. Where do you go after you die? Where do you believe you go after you die? Is it like the Bible says, once to die, then the judgment? Do you believe like Buddhists and they come back and you go through like certain levels of life, and when you make it to that enlightenment, that nirvana, you have completed your life cycle, and then you don't I don't know what happens, you don't get reincarnated again? Or do you believe you just die and there's no type of consciousness after that? How do you feel when you die? What do you think happens?
I'm coming back.
I'm coming back
in the same bloodline, and I have to go on and push this family.
Because some people believe when you die, if you didn't live a righteous life or whatever, you're gonna be coming back like as a roach or something like that.
That ain't me.
Okay. What do you think?
Look. Let us kind of like tell the audience from those questions.
And she asked what I believe. So
from those questions that you asked them, come back with some ideas about what y'all want, what y'all think that we
like. Brother James Jones said, "There's no such thing as a heaven or hell."
Right.
and we still got a
Right.
few minutes
Right,
left. So,
right.
so what do you think happens after you die?
Well, I think that, once you get finished this physical journey that you're on, when you depart in your spiritual journey, you have to also take your spiritual journey back into the universe. And once you take that back into the universe, then you meet Ma'at, so that the halls of Ma'at will be open to
You
you.
making this shit up as you go.
No, I ain't making it up.
I'm just saying, it sounds like you making this shit up as you go.
I ain't
Let him
making
do
it up.
his
I'm
story.
do your spiritual
Yeah,
journey.
yeah,
because
yeah.
You smiling and you
Yeah.
said then you meet my eye. Nigga, if you meet somebody else, now
Look,
it's your roadmap for your journey.
look. Check this out. When I say Ma'at, I'm talking about truthfulness, righteousness, justice, order, balance, harmony, reciprocity.
That's good.
Those that's Ma'at. But because I don't think that, because look, although Ma'at are principles, Ma'at is just principles
All right.
that you are being judged on. You see what I'm saying? On your spiritual journey. A lot of people think that when you die, you go straight up to heaven. Ain't nobody, I don't give a fuck if there is a heaven or ain't a heaven, ain't nobody leave here and go straight to heaven. That's why I call Christianity the biggest lie on the face of the earth. On the western side of the
Illumina.
what?
Illumina. It's actually a contradiction. If you go to a Christian funeral, they will say that their person is absent from the body and present with the Lord. But if
That's
you
what they
read
say.
Hold on.
the Bible, if you read the Bible actually tells you that when a person dies, they have no interaction with anything on heaven or earth. And if they believe their own Bible, it says, and the dead in Christ shall rise first and be caught up in
You
the
goddamn
air.
right. That's just what it
Then
says.
will be in heaven. So how are you being caught up and rose up if you already went to heaven? It doesn't.
Yeah, because you
But-
said you
but-
in the Bible doesn't say that you go to heaven, but
But
right
you
away.
don't. But you don't go
You
to
sit
heaven
dead. You sit
right
dead
away.
for a
You
minute.
don't go to heaven. Ain't
when
no
the rapture
heaven.
comes, then everybody comes up.
No. Everybody come here separately, and everybody leave here separately.
I thought we was talking
Not
about
according
what
to the
we
Bible,
believe.
but-
I thought we was talking about what we believe, not what
I believe
you believe. What?
there is
Should-
heaven and hell right here on earth.
Okay.
Okay?
Right,
Alright.
Why
right.
is it that we gotta wait till we die to spirit didn't come to heaven, but the white devil get his heaven right?
Well, because that's what they teach you. That's what they teach
And
you.
Freedom says she thinks we're reborn into the next lifetime.
Yes.
That's what she
Yeah.
thinks.
I'm coming back probably on my great grandchildren.
And look. What I want to say is this here. However you think that what you come back as or how you come back, look, I'm not taking that away from you.
Yellow Strawberry Cake
I'm
said
not
we leave and we learn till we learn out our lessons. We're reborn until we are free.
I just want to say, I want to say this. This is why it's important, rather than discussing other people's theology and mythologies, we have to discuss ours so that we can start designing something that benefits us. Now, for example, I say I'm coming back, which means that I need to take care of business in this life right now, not waste time so that I can prepare a better life for myself and my future generations. You understand what I'm saying? So Christianity benefits those that come from. It benefits those who it come from now. Whether you practice it or not and you get some of those benefits, that's your problem. What I'm saying is, God damn, what do we have that works for us? Because all this shit, none of this.
Well, I personally, my thing is, I don't know what happens after we die, and I could really care less. My thing is, I don't even think about what happens after I die. I think about what I can do right now and here and now, and what happens when I die, then I will know. But until then, I don't even know. I don't know what happened. I
Well,
never died before. I can't tell you.
one thing I could say, is this here, is that, we are all spiritual beings. The only reason why we see each other is because we got these masks on. You know what I'm saying? And it's helping me to see
spiritual
you.
beings having a human
Yeah,
experience.
and it helps me to see you and you to see me. But when we actually leave here, you know, when we actually leave this earth, then we go back into the spirit of us, you know, the beginning of us. But you still going to be, there's still going to be a judgment based on your life on earth. That's the only thing that they can base it on. You see what I'm saying? Because you was here. You see what
Well,
I'm saying? You were here. You know what I'm saying?
I want to speak on some people who have made their transition recently. Mama Rahani has made her transition. That breaks my
Wakume.
heart. Wakume has made her transition.
Rahani's sister, I don't know her.
Rahani's sister has recently made their transition
Within 2 weeks.
in the last 2 weeks. So, we pour libations for them, and they'll be added to our daily toast ancestor list.
Now, what you
Also,
talking
my
about, boy?
my son's cousin passed about a week and a half ago, and so these are people that made their transition. Yellow Strawberry Cake said Christianity was created by Julius Caesar. No, it wasn't. But oh shit! Hold on, I'm trying to read this shit. Hold on.
It won't jump off right now.
Okay,
So-
Christianity was created by Julius Caesar, a white man who gave people the option, my way or the highway. My way was being Christian or Catholic, and highway was death. That's why the numbers are so high. It's white man's religion.
Some of that now, and now once again, this is the issue for me. We start discussing them. What about us? What can we use? Because your religion is part of your culture and it's supposed to help move you and your people to another level. What we keep talking about is shit that got us stuck, and we seem to know more about the shit that got us stuck than the shit that's gonna make us free.
All right.
That's true. That's true.
That's
Oh,
true.
absolutely.
So I mean, you know, I just want to be free.
All right, well, that's it. We just want to be free, goddammit. And I'm religion free, and I'm borderline on the spirituality piece. I'm more, I'm like shit. I'm talking about my life and what I'm doing now, and what happens after we die. I don't know because I ain't never died before, so I can't tell you. We all is just speculation.
That's right.
It's all
Just-
speculation.
right.
So I can't be mad at nobody else's story on how they feel it went, because none of us have died and can actually say what the fuck really what that goes down. So if you feel like you come back and you may be reincarnated, that could be true. Could be. So I ain't gonna argue with you about it. Shit.
A lot of shit is not even worth arguing. I mean, really, when it comes to us, it's not even worth arguing about. What we need to do is solidify those like-minded people and start building. That's it. We don't need 8,000. All we need is we don't even need a couple of hundred. If we was to get 50 people that was dedicated and we was to use social media in the way it was supposed to be used, and we was working together.
Why would we need social media?
Okay, look, it's all about positive vibes. Do good and be good to each other. We are all human in one race, the human race.
No, I don't know about that. Shit. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Race is race. We
say
race
human
is a social construct.
Yeah, we say human race, but until black people expect to be treated the same as everybody else, then we can talk about human race. You see what I'm saying? But
I got you.
But if we are not being treated like everybody else, then they're seeing us as not human race, but some other kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I have to take another look at that.
And if you take a look at the Urugu, that's even questions if who quote unquote is part of the quote unquote human race. If we look at Marimba Ani's work that she did in the Urugu, that's even questionable about who belongs to the quote unquote human race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because some people, well, that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna get off right here because we're gonna go off into something else, So that's it. The show is at the end, y'all. Thanks for joining us. I'm tired as hell today. I've been working on these plants all day, repotting plants, painting pots, creating new pots, and everything else. So,
And thinking it's the wrong day.
and I thought it got my days mixed up. I didn't realize today was a show day. So sorry about that too. But thank you for joining us. Check us out next week and hit us up at Gyame Journey, GYENYAME Journey Media on social media, Facebook. Again, let us know what you want to talk about. Put it on my wall, Navita C. Nelson. What you want to talk about? Because I struggle sometimes to find fucking topics to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But we will definitely be back next week with a topic for y'all. We kind of got carried away.
Real hungry next week.
Yeah, you on your fast still next week?
Yeah.
She going on a 21-day fast because that nigga crazy.
And it'll be all water next week. Not even this type of water, just straight pure water. She said, "What? Please, what? Please, sir. Can I have some what?"
This nigga be over here hungry and high, and he don't even smoke weed or nothing. He be hungry and high. I be like, this shit got your mind going crazy, nigga. All right, well, thank y'all for joining us. Thanks for calling in, Christine, and we will see y'all next week.
We out.
We out of here. And thank you for joining us.
You did that. You did not put it on the blocks talking about this the long one.